Good morning, everyone. This morning I'm just going to take you through a nice slow moving flow at first to get you warmed up nice and slowly to get you ready for your day. So let's get started. We are going to start by lying on our backs. We're just taking your arms out to each side, one palm up, one palm down, and just looking towards the thumb on your palm up. And you can feel a nice stretch if you press the tops of your arms into the ground a little bit more and slowly melt your shoulders down your back. Feeling that nice opening stretch across your chest. And switching to the other side. Actually pressing your hand into the ground on your palm facing down gives you a nice stretch as well. And one more each side. And then slowly switching to the other side. Now bringing your knees into your chest, giving yourself a nice hug and a nice little rock back and forth. Now taking one foot to the ground and one foot into the air, grabbing behind your thigh if you can reach that. And we're going to point and flex our feet 5 times. So pointing the foot and flex. Point and flex. Point and flex. One last time. Now point your toes, feeling that nice stretch along the top of your foot. And then flex, feeling that nice stretch all along the back of your calf. And slowly switching sides. So again, just pointing and flexing the feet, going at your own nice slow pace. And then on the next point, hold. And then flex your foot. And lower your foot down. We're going to come up, coming over onto our hands and knees. Hands underneath the shoulders. On your breath in, you're going to lower your belly and sink your hips back into child's pose. And inhale, arching your back, coming forward. And inhale, drop your belly and sink your hips. Exhale, stretching through your back and arching your back. Inhale, dropping your belly and sinking your hips. Exhale, stretching through your back, coming up. And taking your hands a little bit forward, tucking your toes and coming into downward facing dog. And just, if you can't straighten your legs here, that's fine. Just taking it nice and gentle, especially if this is your first down dog of the day. Now bending into one knee and looking under the opposite arm. Just feel a nice stretch along the side of your body and down your leg. Now take it over to the other side. Coming back to center, taking one leg into the air, bending the knee, and just doing some nice big circles with your knee. And going the other way. Taking that leg down and coming to the other side. Just taking some nice, slow, big circles. And the opposite way. Coming back to a downward facing dog. Coming forward into a high plank. Flipping your feet, so the tops of your feet are the ones on the mat. And pushing back into your downward facing dog to stretch the top of the feet. Now if this is a bit too intense, that's fine. Just come to where you can. And then flipping your feet back into your downward facing dog. Now slowly walk forward to the front of your mat. Inhale, taking a half lift. And then exhale, forward fold, grabbing each opposite elbow. If you need a bend in your knees here, that's totally fine. Just letting your head and your neck just completely relax and dangle. Dropping your hands to the floor. Slowly roll, one vertebrae at a time, up to standing. Now we're going to go through our Surya Namaskar, Sun Salutation, nice and slow for the first time. So inhaling your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, stepping your right foot back, just coming into a low lunge. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, your hands to the ground. Inhale, stepping your left knee back. Exhale, slow lower into knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. And then exhale, coming back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, bring your right knee forward. Exhale, coming into your low lunge. Inhale, hands up to heart. Exhale, hands to the ground. Stepping that front foot forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Now on the left side, inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, taking that left foot back, coming into your low lunge. Inhale, hands to heart. Exhale, hands to the ground. Inhale, stepping that front foot back. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale into cobra. And then exhale, coming into your downward facing dog. Taking a round of breath. Inhale, left knee to chest. Exhale, coming into your low lunge. Inhale, hands to heart. Exhale, hands to the ground. Stepping that front foot forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale. Coming up to standing. Exhale to heart. I'm going to inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. exhale, stepping that right foot back, coming into our low lunge. Now we're going to stay here. So I want you sinking right into your hips in your low lunge. First one, you activate drawing your two hips together, like your two inner thighs are drawing together. Tucking that tailbone slightly and then sinking in. Taking a nice few deep breaths here. And bringing your hands to the ground. And straightening that front knee. If you can't get it completely straight, that's fine. And just making sure your right hip is drawing forward and your left hip is drawing back to keep your hips square. And taking the left hand and slowly drawing the left arm up and then taking it behind you, taking it in some nice big circles. Nice and slow, just to feel that extra little bit of a stretch down the side of your left leg. One more time. And bringing it back down. Coming forward onto your left foot. Coming up into a high lunge. That right back of that right thigh is drawing up to the sky. Your left glute is activated and on. Your front knee is directly over your front ankle. And dropping that back foot on the 45 into warrior one, taking your hands behind your back and clasping them. If you have that mobility, straightening the front foot and coming forward into your pyramid pose. And taking your hands to the ground. If you need to have a bend in your front knee, that's totally fine. Still make sure you're just drawing your left hip back and your right hip forward. Now bending into that front knee, stepping forward, reaching up, inhale into your half lift, but taking your left arm up at the same time into a nice twist, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rolling up to standing. Now inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, taking that left foot back, dropping the knee and coming into your low lunge on the opposite side. Again, drawing those two inner thighs together, keeping your tailbone tucked. And then sinking nice and deep into your hips. Now placing your hands on the floor, straightening that front leg as much as you can this morning, keeping your right hip drawing back and your left hip pulling forward. Then a nice stretch in your right leg and taking your right arm, slowly bringing it up. And then bringing it around. Two more times. Slowly bringing it up. And then coming around. One more time. And bringing it down. Bending into that front knee. Coming up into your high lunge. Left back thigh drawing to the sky. Your right glute is switched on. Dropping that back foot into your warrior one. Clasping your hands behind your back. Straightening the front knee. Leading with the chest. And coming into your pyramid pose. Dropping your hands to the ground. Again, making sure that right hip is drawing back. The left hip is drawing forward. Bending into that front knee, stepping forward. Inhale, half lift, taking the right arm up with you into a twist. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly rolling up to standing. Taking a breath here. And your next inhale, reaching your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, taking that right foot back, coming up into your high lunge. Now, taking your left hand underneath, crossing your arms over and grabbing onto each shoulder. Lifting your elbows up to shoulder height, feeling that nice stretch. Dropping that back foot. Clasping your hands behind your back, straightening the front knee, leading with your chest and slowly coming down into your pyramid pose and dropping your hands to the ground. Now, either keeping your right hand on the inside of your left foot, if you're a little bit more flexible, feel free to take it to the outside of your left foot, ground your right hand and taking your left hand to your hip. Just opening your twist into revolved triangle. If you can, even lift your left hand up to the sky, keeping your head looking to the ground if that's a lot easier and keeping it more stable for you. Feeling that nice stretch along the left side of your leg. If it's too intense, always feel free to keep a bend in that front knee. Slowly lowering your hand back down, dropping that back knee to the ground, heel toeing your left foot out to the side of your mat to slowly come in just a very light lizard lunge. We're just going to keep some movement in it here. We don't want to go too deep this morning. Tucking the back toes and stepping that front foot forward, coming into your Malasana squat. Again, if your heels don't touch the ground here, that's completely fine. Just to get a nice opening into our hips this morning. Placing your hands on the ground, slowly rolling up to standing. Grounding into your left foot, bringing up your right knee to your chest and giving it a nice hug. Even taking it out to the right side. Taking your left arm out to the left side if you feel you have the balance. And slowly bringing your right knee back to your chest. And slowly lowering to the ground. Inhaling your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, stepping your left foot back. Coming up into your high lunge. Making sure that left back thigh is reaching for the sky, the right glute is turned on. Now taking your right hand underneath, grabbing each opposite shoulder, lifting your elbows so that the height of your shoulders, feeling that nice stretch. Now dropping that back foot, the back heel on the 45 to come into warrior one. Clasping your hands behind your back, straightening that front leg. Reaching forward with your chest and coming into your pyramid pose. Taking your hands to the ground. Making sure that right hip is pulling back, the left hip is pulling forward. And taking your left hand to either the inside or the outside of your right foot. And taking your right hand to your right hip. Reaching open, twisting open, pulling that chest through. Taking that right hand to the sky. If you feel you can do that, and either looking at the ground if that's a bit easier for you. Or and bring that right hand back down to the ground. Bending that front knee, dropping that back leg, heel toeing that right foot to the outside of your mat, just to come into a nice, easy lizard lunge. Lifting that as back toes, bringing that back foot forward. Come into your Malasana squat. Keep it nice and fluid. It doesn't matter if your heels don't touch the ground. Taking your hands to the floor, slowly rolling up into standing. Grounding into the right foot, taking your left knee to your chest. And taking it out to the left. And your right hand out to the right if you have the balance today. Bringing that left knee back and slowly lowering. And I'm just going through our Surya Namaskar one more time. Seeing how much we can feel the difference. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, taking that right foot back into high lunge. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to the ground. Inhale, stepping that front foot back to high plank. Exhale, slow lower to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And take a breath here. Inhale, right knee to chest. Exhale, placing it onto the ground into your high lunge. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to the ground. Inhale, stepping that back foot forward, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart on the left side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, taking that left foot back, coming into your high lunge. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, taking that right foot back to high plank. Exhale, slow lower to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left knee to chest. Exhale, foot to the ground, coming up into your high lunge. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lifting that back foot forward into half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Now one last time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Now exhale, either jump or step back to your high plank. Exhale, slow lower to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, coming back into our final downward dog. Sure, this one feels very different to our first one this morning. Now, taking your right knee, bring it to the middle of the mat, sit onto your right hip, swing your left leg around. So your left foot is on the outside of your right knee, hugging your left knee into a nice twist. Inhale, reach your crown of your head to the sky. Exhale, take your hand behind you and twist. Inhale, reach a little bit taller. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach a little bit taller. And exhale, twist. And release. Coming onto the other side. It's completely fine if you need to keep that bottom leg straight. Inhale, reaching your crown to the sky. And exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale, twist. And release. Nice. Keeping your feet close and grabbing onto your shins. We're just going to do some seated cat-cows. So inhale, reach your chest through, and exhale, round your back, coming a little lower to the mat. Inhale and exhale. One last time. Inhale, chest, and exhale, coming all the way down onto your mat. Just relaxing here, feeling all your blood running through your body, energizing yourself for the day. Now feel free to stay here for as long as you'd like. But if you need to get on with your day, slowly roll over onto one side, and coming up into a seated position. Hope you feel awesome now for your day ahead, and have a fantastic day. Namaste.